I think I'm prompted by the Spirit. We need to pray for this nation. Now watch. It's not experience that makes a prophet. It's a call. I warned this nation 2015 that we are heading for crisis and trauma. Many were washing their mouth. Some of them are off today. God does not require consensus to raise a prophet. I saw a nation going down the drain. I cried. There are many prophets of politicians who speak what they want to hear. Watch. I have been very silent. What we need now is not a leader, it's a deliverer. And I'm telling you the truth. Almost nothing remains except the church that can be called a nation. Now, listen to me. I'm saying this, you can see it yourself. What event will any system run in Nigeria that will bring 50 nations together? The only thing of value to the world today is the church in Nigeria. Economy battered. Security zero. Ameko prekangaka. Sir, 100 million of you can't keep me silent. 100 million of you can't keep me silent. Lord, send us a deliverer. You see, send us. I'm not a beneficiary of zero from government. Amaka kopi karate sango. I've been called into the prophetic before they started doing their politics.
Yes, sir.
So it's not part of it. Mapa, there's nothing I've said about this land that has failed. Kakompi Keto, Embrankankata. Now, the destiny of Nigeria is hanging. It's hanging. It's hanging. The money distributors are busy distributing.
Yes,
they are never tired. Ameko praketanora. Church all over the world. Diaspora, in Sapora, wherever you are. You love Nigeria. Lift up your voice. God, send us a deliverer and give us rest again. Go ahead and pray, everybody. Send us a deliverer and give us rest again in Nigeria. Send us a deliverer and give us rest in Nigeria again. Send us a deliverer and give us rest in Nigeria again. Brother Gelakerande, send us a deliverer and give us rest in Nigeria again. Send us a deliverer and give us rest in Nigeria again. Send us a deliverer and give us rest in Nigeria again. Jesus' precious name we have prayed. I couldn't watch a human being set on fire. I couldn't watch it. But I told you 2015, you are bargaining for trauma without knowing. We are long overdue for rest. This land is long overdue for rest. He sent them a deliverer in Israel, and the land had rest for 80 years. I'm not a politician, I'll never be one.
Never.
I'll never carry a box for people to vote for me.
Never. Never. Never.
I've left that realm, sir. No, long time.
Never.
Long time. But this land must have rest.
Must.
Nigeria must have rest. You should be able to travel to Kano and be at peace.
Yes, sir.
Travel to Maiduguri and be at rest.
Yes, sir.
Go on the road and be peaceful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Many don't care what happens to nobody.
Yes, sir. They don't.
Ahmed Kotisi Grianoga. They care for nothing. I had been quiet. I said I will not say a word until God puts in my mouth. And I was praying one day, said, what the land needs is a deliverer. The Lord told me, life. Right now, we have a big time congress going on, Redemption Camp, with multitudes from outside the country. There are many, many conferences in Nigeria today. It is the church giving a face of honor to Nigeria. I know. We are at peace, they are in crisis. We are at peace. But we want the well-being of every mortal man in this country. And as the Lord lives, as we pray, the deliverer will emerge. Amen. The land will have rest. Your will have rest. Amen. You won't become a refugee in another man's country. There shall be no war in Nigeria. Amen. There shall be no bloodshed in Nigeria. Nigeria shall prosper again. Nigeria shall prosper again. The shame of this nation will be rolled away. The perpetrators will pay for it. You can't kill other people's children and have your children alive. When our church was 20, this prophetic voice was there. It's not that you are talking because there's a crowd. When we were 50, my son, you understand what I'm saying? It's not size that makes a prophet. It's an election of grace. Thank you, Jesus. God will work his wonders in Nigeria. This revival will bring about a change in Nigeria. Every nation of Africa will have rest again. Give the Lord a big hand of praise and be seated, please. Say to the wicked, it shall not be well. Every sponsor of unrest in Nigeria it shall not be well with them. It takes spiritual madness to pray for robbers. They came to your house and said, God, just have mercy on them. No. You react with every available resources around you. Thank you, Jesus. We welcome all of them, but God will have his choice. And God's choice will give us rest.
I gave effect to the decision taken by my predecessor in office to remove the fuel subsidy. I admit the decision will impose extra burden on the masses of our people. I feel your pain. This is one decision we must bear to save our country from going under and take our resources away from the stranglehold of a few unpatriotic elements. Painfully, I have asked you, my compatriots, to sacrifice a little more for the survival of our country. For your trust and belief in us, I assure you that your sacrifice shall not be in vain.
So, beloved, I believe we heard what David Oyedepo has to say and his word of encouragement, prayer to the nation of Nigeria, and for us to have hope. Honestly, I just want us to believe that God is in charge and God is taking over the situation in Nigeria. It may seem like it's not going to be easy, but I feel like it's going to be easy. And this man is saying that he has won Nigeria since 2015. This 2015 that he's saying that he won Nigeria, remember that was when we were supposed to vote Buhari in. A lot of people say they wanted change. Buhari was a military man. He ruled during the military regime, so he needed to rule during democracy and use the same kind of taxes and forces that they did back in those days and put Nigeria in shape. That Goodluck Jonathan was a weakling, and truth be told, a lot of churches were against Goodluck Jonathan and some were in support, like Papa E. Adiboye actually had a protest that year based on what happened to the Chibok girls. As you all know, some of them are not yet back home to their parents till date, and a lot of people started kicking against his government. Even the general seer of Redeem, which is Papa Iyadiboye, actually says that he had a protest against President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and this is the outcome, and this is what Nigeria is facing. There is no day you go to the street or to the market that a lot of people are not cursing on Tinubu's government and himself, and it seems like the man is not going to do anything about it anytime soon, nor change the situation anytime soon. So it's whatever we see, we take. But actually hearing the word of declaration and prayer that David Oyedepo has to say today, I'm actually encouraged and delighted and hopeful for the future and what Nigeria holds for us. Because honestly, being a refugee in another man's land, it's not an easy task. All these South Sudanese, all this country that experience war, that goes, if you see life camps in some of these villages that Boko Haram herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, bandits has attacked, you feel pity for them. You weep for people's mother, children. You see the living condition there. You be like, wow. I'm not saying that uh, they have to be comfortable in a camp or all those things, but it's as bad as here. It's something you won't wish to on anybody. And herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen has taken over these people's home. They can't return because some of those people live in an environment that is surrounded by nature all through. They don't live in the city to say they are at the outskirts of the city. They are in an environment that is just surrounded by beautiful natures. The morning breeze alone, the bird singings and all that, people find joy in that. They connect to their ancestors and to Mother Earth, and they enjoy it more. So coming to the city to come and live in these life camps and all those things is very bad. So if we don't pray for Nigeria to actually go back to normal, and for those that are saying that Nigeria should be splitted, if it's war, let war happen between all the states and all those things, so that division will be made at the end of the day. That is not what we should wish upon ourselves. Okay, look at Gaza, Israel, that they are experiencing war right now. Do you want to tell me that is an easy task? Maybe probably you're fighting somebody, you have an upper hand. It affects you too. It doesn't just affect only the person alone, it also affects you. You cannot tell me that you yourself, you're living in fear by the minute and all that, even though you have the resources, the weapons, and so on and so forth to actually like put these people down, but you still have it at the back of your mind that these people can actually attack or strike at any time. So you also live in fear, you live in bondage. So it's not what I wish for Nigeria. I don't want Nigeria to collapse. And if it's not the prayers of those fathers of faith and a lot of Nigerians that have been crying to God, I don't think Nigeria, like there's nothing to write home about Nigeria, or Nigeria will even stand as a nation anymore. But let's not give up hope. Once our hope keep on burning, or the fire is there burning, it's make us to move on despite everything that is we are going through as people, as human beings, as individuals in Nigeria. We still find a common ground to actually say, God, thank you for the gift of life. God, thank you for this. God, thank you for seeing me through today. After you conquer a full 24-hour, you say, God, I thank you. If it's not you, I don't think I can do it. Because if it's not God, I don't think me myself I can actually surpass a day, because the things that we are going through in this nation is just as hectic as ever. Do you want to think about how you're stuck in traffic? Do you want to think about your daily meal? Do you want to think about your parents, your younger ones, family members, people in your community, people in your state, people in your nation? Like it's another struggle on its own, but we put through by each passing day. That should be an encouragement. If you didn't even see anybody to tap you, you being in Nigeria or you being an Africa, because what is happening currently, it's not just in one country in this continent called Africa. It's happening especially within we the West Africans. It's like a common norm, it's a common tradition for our politicians to be so corrupt and so bad that they don't care about a lot of masses. When it comes to election, that is when they know their wife will even go as far as frying akara and going to the slum to eat with people, play with children, wash clothes and all that. At the end of that campaign, once the campaign is over, they are done and dusted. They forget about all those people they went to the slum to actually do activities with them. Then when it's the next 4 years, you see these people crawling back into our lives to tell us that what happened, the economic sector, abi COVID-19 happened. That is the reason why a lot of things went south. It's not their fault. And it's just so bad that they keep on blaming COVID-19. Even people that the thing struck the most, which is China, US, UK, and some few other countries in the Western world and Asia countries, that the thing really affected them. They are not even complaining like we Africans that it didn't even affect us that much. I know that yes, I've seen some people that have COVID-19, but it was not as serious as it was in the other part of the world. But we intend to take it on our head, our economic setup collapsing, we blame it on all that. So you see, so we always have an excuse or a way out of every problem. But I'm talking about the politicians in this aspect. They always have a story to actually connect to one or two things, but they do things that benefits them or suits them, right? That is going to turn out well for them. You see a president leaving seat is going to borrow about how many $1 billion. At the end of the day, they distribute this money for their softs and all that, their family members, they open private organizations and loot this money. You see that minister of this is saying that his HACCP or his megad stole about how many $1 million. How did you get such money in your possession? That is what we should ask. But we can't ask these people, and we can't bring our government can't bring these people to justice because they know each other's secrets. You want to open my nyash, I'm going to open yours. Do you know how much you have stolen? Do you know how much? So it's a whole lot. So they intend to just do things the way they just want to do, but let's just keep on praying. Let's not give up. I know it's not easy to be in Nigeria or to be an Africa, but there is no place like home. Like I always say in my videos, that if you want to go to this Western world, do you know how they discriminate? Do you know how much they hate us, the black? Even we, the black, do you know how much we hate each other? Go to your neighboring countries and see how they treat you being in Nigeria. They don't want to see you. They don't even hide. They tell it to your face. And when they seem that you don't behave like Nigeria, quote unquote, according to them, they intend to say, oh, when they ask you where are you from and you say you're Nigerian, oh, you don't behave like Nigeria, you don't look like them, you don't act like them. Sorry, please, how do Nigeria behave? How Nigerians behave? How do Nigerians act? How do Nigerians look like? I don't understand, but I understand what they are saying in some aspects. But it's very disrespectful for you to actually tell somebody you don't like their people, or you intend to judge a book by its cover because you feel like it's rough. You have met one Nigeria that is rough, so you categorize everybody being bad, or you tag everybody being wayward and all those things, which is bad. I know that the hardship does not give you an excuse to actually do the things you're actually doing as a Nigeria, all these fraud styles. It breaks my heart when I see people do that to people because it's not easy to work hard, then at the end of the day somebody is there, just come, then boom, just take that away from you. It's not going to be well with them and their unborn generation. That is just the truth, because to actually steal from somebody is a great sin. So these politicians are not going to go scot-free at the end of the day. Nemesis is going to catch up with them one after the other. And that is just what I want to share with you guys today. And please, before I go, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content. And also don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in, and thank you for always watching our video. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one shortly. But before I go, please do wait to share this video on all social media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, on Instagram, on X, Spotify, any platform that you are, that you could share to make sure that it gets to a lot of people as fast as possible for them to have this word of encouragement. And pray it is not over until it is over. Let's pray. Let's not give up. Let's not complain. Just pray.